Man-made disaster. Spiritual court is now in session. Okay, we have here runaway. So if they think that they're going to be able to run away, they're not going to be able to get away with this. Tell me more about man-made disaster. Man-made disaster. Somebody was lying under oath. Tell me more. They left you something in that will. And there's something about a court date here, a court situation. They lied on their oath. An older male is involved in this. This could be you or the person who lied here. And predictive programming, symbols, storylines, and headlines work together, training the collective mind to normalize what once seemed unthinkable. By the time it happens, the public is primed to accept it without question. So we're applying these cards to the message. So I just feel like the thing that got my attention right away is it seemed unthinkable. That's what stood out to me right away. So this is something that you couldn't predict. It's not predictive programming to you. It is predictive programming in the sense that this is like the script for these scammers. Like, this is something that's very common, unfortunately. You know, they leave something in the will, your loved one leaves something for you, and your relatives, they feel like they deserve it and you don't, and they steal it, and they do a whole lot of shit to make sure that you don't find out, to make sure that you don't press charges, you don't testify, none of that shit. So it is predictive, all right? It's like the same shit, you know, we already see the script, we already see the play, but with unthinkable, this is something that you did not expect that they would ever do, okay? It was unthinkable. You never thought that your own family would do this shit. Tell me about, yeah, look, you cannot make this up. Your own family. See what I'm saying? My goodness. All right. Tell me about this running away. Let's see what we get with that, Holy Spirit. Let's see what we can get with running away. A spouse, a partner. This could be somebody's ex-spouse, ex-husband. We got an older male here, or, you know, a wife. But they're thinking about running away. So with perversion, this is somebody who's watching them. So they're paranoid. They know that they're being watched. So this person is planning to go on the run. Like I said, they're not going to be able to do that. It's not going to work, okay? They are having massive regrets at this time. They're regretting getting into this situation, doing what they did, helping. If somebody, you know, helped to steal this this inheritance, whatever was left to you in the will, they're regretting doing that. They regret right now getting caught up in this shit. All right, they should have never done this, so now they want to go on the run. What else, Holy Spirit? What else can we get? Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so financially stable. Three of Cups, definitely. I just said right now, if it was somebody who was helping them, yes. Three of Cups, this is somebody that is a third party situation. So it could be three people that was involved in this from your family. All right. And they did this to be in the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is financially stable, financially secure. Okay. We have here, yeah, look, confirmation. Okay. Look at that. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. The Three of Wands is also manifesting, you know, like your ships coming in. What you've been trying to make happen is finally happening. So they tried to make something happen for money. And that's exactly what they did. They stole this money that was left to you in the, oh, look at that. Look, look, look. Bankrupt. Okay, they could have had past due bills. All right, they was going broke. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my God, you cannot make this up. Right here. You see, improvement when it comes to their finances, an end of hardship, because they was going through this right here. They was financially unstable, financial hardship, negative change in circumstances, financial loss, recession, all of that struggle. They was in that energy. So yes, they did this. It was more than one person. We have three here. Snitch. Somebody, again, they're regretting this. They're going to get caught trying to go on the run, and they're going to end up snitching. Because look, bad news, okay? Because they got bad news. Again, they're regretting this. They know that this is not going to go in their favor. We have the Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Wands is in the upright. This is your energy collective. And yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles reverse, they're feeling now like they, you see how it says here, underqualified. Like these people, they put a lot of work, a lot of energy, concentration. dedication, hard work into getting away with this so that it never comes to light, and you know, they're just happily ever after with the money that they stole from you. And that's not happening. That's not happening at all. So yeah, you're standing in your power. Okay, they wanted you to probably be scared. They wanted to intimidate you. You know, you're the one who's intimidating now. They're seeing that they cannot manipulate you. They cannot scare you. They cannot do nothing to you. You're standing 10 toes down. You're standing for, you know, for what you know that you deserve. All right, let's see. You know that it was yours anyway, so you're not gonna buckle under pressure. What else can we get, Holy Spirit? Yeah, they made a very bad investment doing this. Because tangible evidence will be found and traced back to them. Yes, okay. Tell us more. Okay. It says the deed of a home recognizes you as the rightful owner. So yesterday we got deed to a property. So more confirmation right here with the deed to the home is in your name. It says a surprise witness is involved. So there's a witness involved in this that's going to speak up and testify. Look, it could be a friend of the family. Wow. We got a friend of the family. And look, you cannot make this up. I'm telling you, they're going to try to go on the run and it's not going to work. Okay, and whoever this friend of the family is, they're going to testify. They're going to say the truth. We got somebody here who's going to snitch. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Wire fraud charge. Okay, that's one of the charges right there. There was moving money around. We got wire fraud here. Tell me more. Online ordained minister certificate to marry you to a karmic and get your inheritance. So for some of y'all, this is how they got what was left to you in the will. Money, a property, or both. Whatever it is, this is how. They put you in a fake marriage. All right? They got their certificate to be an ordained minister, okay, online. That's something that you could do easily. You know, like it's not something, it's not real to me. Because I know somebody who got that, and that bitch is demonic as fuck. Like... one of my karmic relatives, and it's like, bitch, you're not ordained anything, you are a demon, but whatever. So she's doing that. And we have here, look, divorce court, someone is getting divorced. So I don't know, it's not for everybody, but I don't know who's married out there. One of y'all is married out there, and you're not even really married, you're just married on paper. And they could have also gotten a life insurance policy and said that you died, and it was like a double whammy. You know, that's again predictive programming. That's their scheme. They also get a life insurance policy out on you, and they get you know, the life insurance, and they say that you died or whatever, and they get the money, they get the payout and whatever was left to you on the inheritance. So yeah, so with divorce, somebody you're getting divorced. We see a spouse here. Okay, so a lot of confirmation about that. Spirit is saying that you're going to be proven innocent. It says by forensic evidence, but it's just any type of evidence is going to come to light regarding what they're trying to get you caught up in. All right, we have here IVF. Someone is going through the IVF process to become pregnant. That's involved. This could be you or somebody else. Okay. So somebody's going to prison. They're going back to prison. This person in particular already been to prison. They're going back. This is somebody who's very cutthroat, very toxic, cruel, manipulative. They don't care. They did what they felt like they needed to do for them. They didn't care if they stole from you or nothing. All right. Somebody is in a motorcycle club. We have here somebody has a Toyota vehicle. A hate campaign against you. So they got a lot of people against you to help them. Again, like I said, there was more than 3 people. 3 people or more than 3 people. And we have the witness protection program. So you could be in the witness protection program, or you're going to be. All right, maybe somebody's watching me right now and you're in the program and you cannot tell me. So, you know, don't worry. You don't gotta comment or nothing. But somebody, that keeps coming out about the witness protection program. All right, either you're already in it or you're going to be in it with this situation. Tell me more. Look at that. We got a 2-seater car, and we have Mercedes-Benz, a Porsche, or an Acura. So double confirmation about a vehicle here. Okay. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. White. It could be a white car. It could be a white person. Something white. Okay, let's pull from these cards and see what we get. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Somebody is 40 to 50 years old. This could be you or one of these people. Oh my God, you cannot make this up. We got 3 cards about on the run. So with this man-made disaster, that's what I'm getting. Like that's their man-made disaster that they made themselves from stealing and all this shit. Like this is their own disaster that they made themselves. Your sibling's friend, a female, and we got here a friend of the family. So look, this could be the person who's gonna end up speaking up. Yeah, they're gonna speak up about this inheritance, this will, this deed. Look at that again, deed to the property right here. All right, confirmation. Something about a car, a home. All right, there's definitely gonna be somebody speaking up. We got a jury trial. It's gonna be a jury trial. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has the letter O in it. This could be you or them. Tell me more. Okay, we have here a white car. So I just said white. So look, it could be a white car. We got white. Tell me more. They redirected your mail. So they redirected your mail so that you don't get any type of notification of what they did, anything that got to do with the court. We have here a gaslighting campaign. So a hate campaign against you and a gaslighting campaign. With this gaslighting, you could have, maybe you told your relatives, you told somebody something, that you know that they did something, that you felt like something was left to you on the will, that maybe you told them that, you know, that your relative, that before they passed away, they told you that they was going to leave you something, you know, something like that. And they're gaslighting you. They're like, no, nothing was left to you. You know, they even changed the will. They changed the original one. They took your name out. You know, like they did a lot here. There was somebody gaslighting you. Okay, we have a black SUV. You could have a black SUV or somebody involved has a black SUV. Tell me more. The crooked judge will be disbarred. So we've been picking up on this crooked judge in particular as well. Let's see what else. Let's pull from here. All right, let's see what we got. So from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., this could be when they're going to try to go on the run. We have the letter N, the letter G, the letter V. Somebody has a Subaru vehicle. May is significant, a Taurus, or a Gemini. They're going to get into a car crash. That's somebody's, oh my God, look at this. That's somebody's karma. They're going to get into a car crash and they're going to pass away. That's very specific for one of these karmics. Yeah, because they're doing voodoo. They're checking your energy. They're getting readings done on you. And the letter S. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has an S in it. So somebody, this is what they're trying to do. Like some type of voodoo. They're getting readings on you, trying to see what's going on. If, you know, if you're scared, if you're going to press charges. Like they're clocking you through these readings. They could be sending spell work towards you because there's something about them getting into a car crash, and that's going to be their karma. So let me see real quick, what is it that they're doing from 12 to 6 a.m. If this could be a ritual, this could be them going on the run. Let's see. All right, so we got a karmic masculine here. It says here, gossip, unwilling to learn lessons. What's at the bottom? No closure, lack of movement, stagnation, failure. Yeah, that's what it's giving. It's giving voodoo. They're trying to cause some type of stagnation. Probably when it comes to the case. because we have the Judgment card in the reverse. So they're trying to cause some type of delays, some type of stagnation when it comes to judgment, when it comes to this court case, when it comes to, yeah, you cannot make this up, when it comes to the truth being revealed, when it comes to them going to prison. Look at that, locked up. That's what they're trying to delay right now. So from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., this is the time that they're doing these rituals. They need somebody who's on the clock doing it. Somebody's assigned to do this, or they're doing it themselves. From 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., you know, every couple hours, they're doing some type of ritual work or lighting a candle or something like that on a consistent basis to delay this situation. Okay, it doesn't matter what they do. God is in control. So just be patient and know that justice will absolutely be served. That's how this is going to end. Spoiler alert. This is how this story ends. The collective is going to be winning. Okay. You are just here to teach these karmics a lesson and lead them to their karmic justice. That's how this ends. That's what this is about. They don't know this, but they're about to find out. Okay. All right. Anything else from here, Holy Spirit? Somebody has a Tesla. This could be you or somebody involved. They will be legally obligated to pay you. All right. Your new neighbor is involved in this. They could be keeping tabs on you. So these karmics, they will be legally obligated to pay you. They're going to have to pay you what they stole from you. A high-ranking society member. Oh, so there's a high-ranking society here. And one of these people is involved. Like I said, it's some type of group. It's more than one person. They have help here. We have, they owe money to the mob. They're scared. So somebody's involved with the mob. That keeps coming out too, the mafia, the mob. Your cousin's spouse is involved in this. We have here somebody was funneling money through a church, and we just saw wire fraud. So they was funneling money, doing something here, trying to move money through a church, through businesses, laundering money. All of this shit is being revealed. Anything else? Somebody has a blue Subaru vehicle. We have here your father's side of the family is significant. Something's going to happen on the next holiday. An active duty Marine is involved. Let me clarify and see what's the next holiday. Let's see. Next holiday. I don't know. Y'all comment below. What's the next holiday? I don't be knowing these freaking holidays no more. I'm like completely out of the matrix. What I don't even know what month we in. We in June right now. So figure it out. There's going to be a next. Oh, July 4th. Okay. There you go. July 4th. All right, Spirit, clarify what's happening on July 4th. A community with the Four of Wands. They're going to take some time like a leap of faith. The Seven of Pentacles, they're thinking about doing something. You see how this is a community with the Four of Wands here? Strong foundation and community. They're thinking about doing something. Like, you know, trying to invest into something. Taking stock of the situation before they take action. But Spirit is saying that they don't see something coming here. Okay? So what's going to happen? What's going to happen that they don't see coming? Money. This could be you getting your money. Like them having to pay you your money back. Let's see. What do we got here? Being forced to move, delays, frustration. So something not going in their favor. Like it's slow for that. With that Eight of Wands. We have here fate. You know, some type of change. Fate is going to happen. The Four of Wands. No stability, no support. And then isolation, disguise, concealment, withdrawal. So basically, somebody's going to get some type of reality check on the next holiday. All right. They're going to try to do something. And it's fated. It's fated for this to like not go in their favor. And they're going to have to withdraw. They're going to stop. So it could be this voodoo shit that they're doing. Like maybe something's going to end up happening. you know, that's gonna scare them or some shit, and they're gonna have to stop. We do see that there's a death happening in a car crash. So July 4th, there's gonna be a lot of, you know, movement on that day, people traveling to see each other and shit like that. So that could be what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a reality check is what I'm getting. All right, so let me pull from another deck. Where are the states, the locations? Right here. All right, Holy Spirit, what locations are significant? The East Coast of the U.S., Texas, South Carolina, Alabama, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma. Wow, that's way too many. I'm going to put it back. Let's try this again. There we go. Vermont, Virginia. Okay, Vermont, Virginia. Upstate New York, Washington Heights, New York City. Long Island, New York City, Harlem. Wow, the whole New York. Shout out to New York. All right, Colorado and Hawaii is significant. All right, so I'm going to pull some names. If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation that there's a message here for you. If you see the karmic's name, this is giving you confirmation that there's a message here, you know, regarding the karmic. And if you don't see any name, that's okay. This is just another layer of confirmation for somebody, okay? So you take what resonates from this message. Let's see. Holy Spirit, who is involved? Rosemary, Brian, Dylan, Miriam, Khalil, Fredo, Moore, Terry, Leah, Fisher, Lynn, Jay, Princess, Princess Jay, Gregory, Gary, Cruz, and Juliet. Roman, Ruiz, Pete, Shelby, McLeod, Kathleen, Josie, Tara, Debbie, Antoinette, Louis, Bristow, Ellis, Doris, Margaret, Colson, Weathers, Britton, Ray, Dina, Jensen, Brass, Sheena, McKinley, Kenner, Robin, Brito, Baxter, and Lex. Donna, Vega, Marcella, Hall, Joelle, Cunningham, Lee, Jade, Ford, Otis, Joyce, Terry, Eddie, Remy, Pamela, Rhonda, Del Rio, Sarah, Kendra. And I said Joelle, right? All right. Josiah, Marshall, Thomas, Naomi, Matthew, Evans, Chelsea, Marcos, Capone, Scott, Ricardo, Brian, Lisa, Tiller, Victor, Randall, Swanson, O'Brien, Marcelo, Gordon, Morales, Rachel, Karina, Valdez, Claire, Da Silva, Jane, Mateo, Marina, Valeria, Raquel, Devin, Samira, and Juan. All right, y'all. That's what I got. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual court is now adjourned. Peace.